suffering in silence for years, all while saving the lives of others.
Kent Meyer retired from the EMS field 3 years ago, but not before stress from the job landed him in the hospital. Now he's hoping to help other first responders battle their demons. KDLT's Sydney Kern has his story.
It's not just a job, it's who you are. It's a part of you.
Kent Meyer was a paramedic for 14 years.
I felt alone. I felt all alone.
The majority of the calls he responded to were in rural areas.
So typically you see more trauma and you're with the patient longer.
That trauma stayed with him.
Having nightmares, and so I wasn't sleeping, and due to being deprived of sleep, I started having hallucinations.
But it's not the graphic calls that are affecting Meyer, it's the ones that are personalized.
One of the hardest things I ever do was call a father in Iraq to tell him that his son died.
Meyer says before he knew the father was overseas,
his son, he was 25, he was just a patient. He was just a job.
But talking with family members is when that patient and that job became more.
So that's been my poor coping skill.
After coming to this realization, Meyer sought help.
And was admitted for 9 days in the mental hospital where they diagnosed me with PTSD.
That was 3 years ago, but Meyer says he was suffering in silence for a while before then.
I was the rescuer. I should be able to handle it. I shouldn't have to ask for help. And two, you're afraid of your peers thinking less of you.
After going through 6 months of intensive therapy, Meyer promised himself he would do something to help others going through the same thing.
You from the ER?
And he has, creating a group called Project Hope.
We have helped thousands of people, and we have saved hundreds of lives.
The group of 15 volunteers act as a middleman between first responders and health specialists.
We have the resources and tools to help them to go to the next level to get the help that they need.
Project Hope is online based for now, but Meyer is making his rounds in Sioux Falls, setting up shop where he can talk to EMS crews in person.
Brochures over here on PTSD for first responders.
He wants everyone in the field suffering to know they are not alone.
It's not weak to ask for help. You'll find by coming forward and getting help and getting treatment that you'll give others courage to do the same.
Meyer created a website and Facebook page for Project Hope back in September of last year. The group now has 8,600 members in over 20 different countries. All the volunteers for Project Hope have been diagnosed with PTSD. Kelsey. Thanks, Sydney. Project Hope is a closed group. You have to be a first responder to join. Meyer's goal is to turn Project Hope into a nonprofit organization.